What's good, y'all? I'm Tyson for Free. I'm an artist from St. Louis, Missouri, and this video is sponsored by nobody. I was just playing. It's not. I don't have a sponsor yet, but I am doing the style challenge, not including my own style. I'll be doing 8 different styles from my favorite mangakas. Um, Mangakas are manga artists, for those who did not know, and um, we're gonna go right into it. This is my first real art video on my channel. I know I did an art vlog this year, earlier this year around maybe April or so, but I wanted to make a more professional video exploring my talents in illustration, so that's why we're here. Started with my art style. I use a more grainy pencil like illustration for my drawings, a nice overlay for the shading and light coverage. Also love to add a lot of jewelry to my characters. I just think they add just a little more detail. When you're doing something like extra, if you're working on music, like ad libs, I consider it like that. Like if you're working on music and you make an ad lib, you don't necessarily need ad libs, but it's cool and they add a little more spice if they're there. So that's why I add jewelry to my characters. You can see a lot of it in my drawings on Instagram. Instagram is basically my portfolio. I post pictures and stuff on my Instagram sometimes. I'm actually just now started to, but for the most part, it's just all drawings. I also like to add like bigger facial features, just because me myself, I have like bigger facial features. I have a big nose, I got a big bottom lip, and I have eyes. So I'm probably gonna blur out that swear. I'm not trying to get demonetized. I am trying to take this YouTube stuff seriously. So yeah, this is my style. I got it. Hopefully it's playing in the background right now. I can't see my screen because of the way I'm recording, but yeah, I did 8 other styles using this character model that I drew of myself, with the turtleneck and the chain around my neck, you know what I'm saying, the jewelry bands on the dreadlocks, and the earrings. So let's go ahead and get into the first style, My Hero Academia. I love My Hero Academia, so of course I'm gonna do this one first. I decided to go with Kohei Horikoshi's cover art page style. I think I said it right. I did a lot of these mangakas cover art styles because they're really challenging. And so yeah, we're just gonna talk about this one. After studying the forms and shapes and the line art of his cover arts, I figured that he colors the inside of his line art. If I'm gonna have some examples hopefully on screen of what I talk about, but basically I drew the nose in black. I drew everything in black, but everything inside of the illustration besides the outside that I use as a border is going to be colored the same tone as what it is. So like the nose is black, but like the line art of the nose is black, but then I color it in brown, like a darker brown than the skin tone, so that way it kind of like borders that bridge. Like it fluctuates between realism and cartoony, which is something I really enjoy about Horikoshi's cover arts. They look really amazing, so I kind of nailed this one, I ain't gonna lie. The next one we got is Demon Slayer or Kimetsu no Yaiba. I love Demon Slayer's manga art style. I know it gets a lot of criticism because sometimes it look goofy at some points, but I think it's part of its charm, honestly. The anime did the manga a lot of justice, but I love the geometric style of the manga a lot more. That's just the type of person I am. I love artwork. I love all types of art styles, and Demon Slayer is it's not excluded from that because of just how she does her line work. That's pretty much it. The watercolor marker, like she uses a watercolor type marker that for her coloring, and so I had to find a stroke that kind of like fit that. Also, anything that was black on the characters, like any like hair, clothing, she made that pitch black. So I made my locks pitch black and just added a white lining so you knew where like creases and stuff were and curls. And I also did the same for the jacket, that's how she designs her characters. The eyes have like these streaky lines. I kind of base it off of the butterfly pillar, the insect pillar, just a little bit. But this character design, this Demon Slayer character design that I'm doing right now is actually one I've already drawn before, so I'm probably gonna do a video on that drawing. I'll have a little sneak peek of it on screen. It's also my profile picture on Twitter. But yeah, I've designed my own Demon Slayer character. I've also I haven't designed my own My Hero character. That last one was really just like out of my head. But yeah, this is Tyson Mionzi, the Sun Pillar. I'll probably go into it a little bit more if I do my own video on it. But yeah, I also really love the shading on that drawing. So next up, we got Fire Force. Fire Force's anime is crazy right now, and it's about to end next week. They're gonna drop both of the season finales next week, which is pretty cool. But I like I love the manga art. I'm not gonna lie. Uh, the cover styles are normally one character shots. This is the same creator who made Soul Eater, and I love his artwork. He has these pretty nice line strokes for the inking. Um, but when you get to the coloring, um, he does a lot of flats and dull shadows and lighting. And you'll see what I mean when I get there. Um, yeah, see, like right now I'm putting in like these flat colors first, just because that's how I interpret how to get to the styles, or how to achieve the styles of these works. I just put in what I normally do, what I was taught, my practices, and then just apply them and kind of manipulate them. The eyes, I kind of made a dragon. This character, I also did design for this for my Fire Force original character as well. He breathes fire, like he can spit out fire. I don't know if there's a character like that in Fire Force already, because I really only like watch the anime. I don't read the manga. But yeah, he breathes fire, and you'll see when I make this fire line come out of his mouth. I add these lighting blurs around the skin tone, because that's normally what he does on the cover arts of his characters. If there's fire or lighting in the area that come off of the jacket lights or whatever, he adds these like blurred dots, and they look really, really good. I'm not gonna lie. All right, the next one we got is Attack on Titan. The art style for Attack on Titan covers are really, really beautiful. But this was so hard. It was so hard. I almost gave up on this. I'm not gonna lie. And I don't really necessarily give up on drawings necessarily. Like, I don't like, not to be like, I don't never give up type shit, but I really do not give up on drawings. I normally see them to the end, and I literally almost said substituted this art style for another one. I don't know what other anime I would have done, like what other manga I would have done, but like I was finna give up on this. Attack on Titan is like the cover art is really detailed with lighting and blending those lightings. And so I kind of just experimented with a lot of brushes off camera. I took a break. I had to come back to it later, and I finally found that sweet spot. I took the sketch layer, kind of erased it a little bit, and just used that as the line art. And I think it came out pretty good. The lighting was this is still like below average. Like, this is what I drew was probably he like would sketch and then do the refining for. But I think it came out pretty good in the end. So yeah. Next up, we have one of my personal favorite art styles, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Iraqis' art style is beautiful. He uses a mixture of acrylic paints and markers. I've seen so many of his like videos of him doing like color pages and stuff like that. And I just think his color choices for shading and fading into light is just really, really pretty. He'll choose the skin tone. He'll choose the skin tone, and then he'll just have it fade into white wherever the light source is coming from. You'll see it here in a second. Once I start coloring in, I didn't go in with a flat. I just went in with like a marker-ish type stroke and just blended that shit. I didn't take it too seriously. I took my time. I studied a picture. I had a reference picture next to me the whole time, and I was just going in. I wasn't stopping. I was really feeling it this time. I like took a break. I went out to get like milkshakes with my homegirls, and I came back. I was feeling good. I was like, I'm finna go back at this again. This style challenge took me this whole week, like whole last week. because I was, not only was I just doing other stuff, but I was really taking my time with these styles. I was studying. I was trying to figure out, what do I know from my art experience that could better the way I approach these art styles. And so I just took what I learned, what I applied on my own. Came out looking right, man. I'm not gonna lie. This might be the next profile picture. Next is Magi, Labyrinth of Magic. These last three were pretty challenging. Magi's line art was fine, but coloring took me a minute. I mean, like, I was looking at the reference for a good 30 minutes before I actually went in. Magi has one of those art styles that, like, I never understood how to do, but I always liked it. I broke out of my comfort zone a lot, but I love doing the gold on this. The mixture of brown, orange, yellow, and white made it look really real, like you can see on the jewelry on my head. Shit looks crazy. I love the way this turned out. The one thing I wish I could do better was the skin on that one. The second to last style, Hunter x Hunter or Hunter x Hunter. I don't know the rules about what you call it, so I don't really care. But I call it Hunter x Hunter. After studying this hard enough, I came to the conclusion that it was a mixture of, like, color pencil and marker to give off the realism of the cover arts. I have it the reference I use on screen. But I just grabbed myself a pencil like stroke, and just kind of colored it in. It wasn't that bad, but studying it was hard. Last but not least, Ishida's Tokyo Ghoul manga covers. His cover art is breathtaking, dog. Like, I really, and, like, it's so complex. Like, it may look like I was going in right here, but, like, I was taking a minute. Like, this sketch layer took me hellas, because figuring out what stroke to use and shading to use was hard. Like I was like, bro, how does he achieve these lines, these shapes, these strokes, these colors, these shadings? Like, how does he do this? Like, I was trying to figure it out. I went on another page and kind of, like, shaded around a bit. But I had to have that reference next to me while I was drawing. I had to. And I kind of copied the pose. For the rest of them, I didn't really copy a pose. I kind of just, like, created my own pose. Except for the JoJo's. The JoJo's was a pose that was from one of his cover arts, or color pages. But for the most part, I just kind of, once I figured out how he did the lighting and stuff, I was in the zone, boy. I was in the zone. I figured out the saturations. I figured out how he shaded. I just went duller and duller. I'm used to going in harsh with shadings, which is why I didn't understand it. But I had to go in light. And then I colored in a little bit of the line art to give it some of that flair from the Tokyo Ghoul manga cover. So, yeah. So that's it. That's all 8 style challenges, including my own. Please let me know which one was your favorite, which one you didn't like. I know which one was my favorite, and it's definitely got to be Tokyo Ghouls and My Heroes. I think those have the art styles that I absolutely nailed to an extent, and I was really in the zone when I drew those. I was listening to some good music. Please like and subscribe if you would like, and hit me with recommendations for future videos. I have my social media handles on the screen in a minute and in the description, so please follow me there as well. And I will see y'all the next time I break my wrist doing another drawing.